Dominic Perrottet wants to be the Education Premier. Sarah Mitchell is a National Party Education Minister who defended the school and praised the teachers. In how many schools are children going to gender fluidity sinkholes like Umina Beach?
Well, we know of that one and some others where they'll urge the students to do degendered pronouns. Don't use him and her, he and she. We know of schools that have gone down that path. And Alan, this is one of the difficulties for not just legislators like me, but also parents, most particularly. We don't know what's happening in the classroom.
No,
and it's time to bring back the school inspectors. It's time to bring back the school inspectors to say, learning is being taught the right way, best practice classroom activity, and that the curriculum is being followed, and we haven't got this junk, this dangerous junk in our schools. So we need to know what's happening in classrooms, and if Perrottet wants to be the Education Premier, he should bring back those inspectors.
You're the chairman of the Upper House Education Committee. Did you not recommend to the Perrottet government that where gender issues have arisen for a child at any government school, the parents must have an automatic right to be told what is happening? Did Dominic Perrottet reject that proposition?
Well, his minister has, and Perrottet hasn't overridden her. So that's the danger, that our recommendation to say that if gender comes up as an issue, the parents must always be involved. That's not government policy. There will be exceptions, tragic exceptions from the experiences I've seen, where the parents are kept in the dark. And I can guarantee you this, Alan, nothing good ever comes from keeping the parents in the dark. The parents don't have a 6-week holiday at the end of the year, don't have the weekend off. Some of these teachers, you never see them again. They go to a different school. The parents don't have that luxury. The parents are there always picking up the pieces. And I've got to say, by far the most distressing constituent work I've ever done in politics over many, many years is to talk to mums who've been kept in the dark by the school and are going through this gender transition with their children, and it's a nightmare.
Well, just answer this for the benefit of parents watching. Has the New South Wales government, the Perrottet government, authorised gender fluidity lessons in classes to people as young as year 2?
Yes, they have. Well, Umina Beach is the example, and asked to stamp it out, the National Party minister, whatever's happened to the National Party, gave it her approval and said this was okay.
So if a boy comes to school, Mark, sorry to interrupt. If a boy comes to school tomorrow and says, he was a boy yesterday, and he says tomorrow he's a girl, should the school not tell the parents?
Well, it's worse than that, Alan. Under Perrottet-Mitchell policies, if the 7-year-old boy, having done the class, comes to school and says, I'm a girl and you can't tell my parents, the school is obliged to follow the instructions of a 7-year-old. The kids are now in charge of the schools in this regard. The government policy is if a 7-year-old says that, the school will not tell the parents, which I just find an abomination, a disgrace, and something that must be corrected at the first opportunity. It can't be allowed to stand.